This one is a tough one that we're all going to have to face sooner or later, and that's RV repair. And I don't mean maintenance. I don't mean change the oil, change windshield wipers. I mean stuff that you look at and you go, I either don't have the tools or the knowledge or both to do this, and I need to get this done by somebody else. The problem with that is RV repair can be breathtakingly expensive. Now, this is for I don't know that much about RV repair. I wasn't a mechanic or carpenter or electrician in my life, so I don't know what prices are good or what's not, but I know more than those of you who are just starting out, because I do have a little bit of experience with this, which is better than none. So I'm going to give you my 2 cents, or maybe 1 cent's worth, and that is, when you're living in a house and your electric goes out or your plumbing goes out, or things go wrong with your house, the person who's going to work on it isn't going to charge, at least with me, they've never charged me. I don't think I've ever had anybody charge me more than probably the max was probably $100 an hour to work on something. Plumbers were probably 30, 40 bucks, 40, 50, 30 to 60 bucks an hour. Excuse me. You get into this RV repair stuff, they'll charge you. First, I think the way they almost work is how much money you got, and then they'll take all of it but $5 and say this is how much money it's going to cost. That's what I checked the internet, and there are probably 6 or 7 bad examples of how RV work got, where people got taken, versus 3 or 4 where they were really happy with the job that they got. So be careful out there. I'll give you an example. I was sitting in a parking lot yesterday, getting ready to go into a store, and these 2 gentlemen came up and said they could fix my RV. And what's going on is that the overhang, the overcab, is coming undone a little bit. Here's a picture of where it's coming undone. And without even going inside, the guy goes, I'll get it done for $2,400. I can make it look brand new for $2,400. And I was like, oof, it's a lot of money, but I'll hear you out. And he goes, it's $2,400. Takes me, I can get it done in about 6 hours. So give me it, leave your RV in one of these parking lots, and I've got everything in the back of my truck to take this and fix it, and I can get it done in six hours. Make it look brand new. I was like, I do need to get it fixed, but $2,400 is something I don't have right now. So he gave me his card, which has the first red flag. Number 1, no website. Number 2, no last name. Number 3, no address. It was just Anthony. And, so I said, well, it had a name of a business. I said, let me think about it, and I'll possibly call you back later. Went online, typed in the name of his business and the city and all that. Nothing. No YouTube, no Facebook, no nothing, no reviews. So he had no presence on the internet. So that's bad. So no address, no last name, no presence. And then I thought about it, and I know a little bit about this. So I was thinking, okay, for the parts, for all the wood and metal and screws and all that, probably, let's say, at Lowe's, probably $400. So at $400, that means $1,800 are left. And he's going to do this in 6 hours. So you take $1,800 divided by 6 hours. That's $300 an hour this guy's making, which to me is on the high side. If you think, 100, 150 maybe for doing all of that. But I would have been happy more like around 100. So I called him back just to see, and I said, give me a work order. Those are the magic words. A work order has on there what he's going to pay for all the parts, what the hourly rate is, and hopefully a breakdown as to, how much time is going to get put into the demolition part, how much time is going to get put into the building part and all of that. He wouldn't do a work order. So yeah, a couple things. I'd like for you, those of you who know, to put in the comments below, when you think you've got a good deal, when you think you got a bad deal. Critical things that I know from my little bit of knowledge is see if they've got a website, see if they've got a last name, figure out, have them give you an estimate, and then figure out kind of like in your own mind what it's going to cost for parts and what it's going to cost for labor. And $300 to me sound like an awful lot. And he was just going to do it out of the back of his truck with all, he's like, I got all my parts and everything, saws and everything in the back, and I'll just chop it all up and get it done. And I said, well, what kind of warranty do you have? And he goes, well, I guarantee I'll finish it. I said, no, I didn't say guarantee, I said warranty. And he goes, we don't have, I'm just do it myself, so I don't have a warranty. It's like, oh, okay, so you don't warranty your work. So, things can go wrong. Have them give you a work order and just go with a gut feeling. Does this feel right? Does this place or this person seem genuine to you? And, to me, $300, maybe I'm out of my mind, but $300 to work on this is a lot. I mean, I'm used to, $50, $60, $70 an hour. To me seems like an awful lot to be working on anything. And these guys are, I'm pushing at $100 an hour. I'm starting to wonder if it's worth it, but $300? No, I don't think so. So that's my maybe not 2 cents worth, but 1 cent's worth. And, don't ever say yes right away. The people who are worth their money don't mind you calling them back later on. They don't mind you thinking about it. Don't let them pressure you into a sales while you're standing right there, because it generally doesn't work. So, plus, by the way, if anybody knows how you can get this thing fixed, the overhang, where there's a little, that some people call it the pizza box, the little bedroom up on top, for a good price, let me know. I'll write down in the comments. Otherwise, hopefully this helped a little bit and gave you an idea that there may be some sticker shock in there when it comes time to fixing an RV, because it costs, man, I didn't realize fixing an RV costs more than fixing your house. So, if you got a jiggle or giggle out of this, get a giggle out of this, hopefully that'll help. But this is a newbie finding his way around RV repairs. So thanks very much, and catch you later.